This is Command Tower to Major Hemoglobin. You are ready for launch. This is Hemoglobin. I will take you up on that and prepare myself for launch. Just kidding. But it kind of does look like a runway. At least it makes me think of Top Gun with the runway and the lights. But yes, this is Hemoglobin again. And obviously I've been testing with the randomizers and redstone lamps. Working on a project. I wonder if you can guess what it is. Just take a moment. Take a moment and guess. Why would I want flashing lights? Like that song. Lights? Lights? Oh, because I'm doing a music video? Maybe. But no. I am trying to get just lights in like a deserted abandoned building to kind of flash somewhat randomly. So as you might be able to see, I've got some lights that I prefer over others. So let's get down to some of the nitty-gritty science of it. Obviously, let's start with the clock. So I'm just using my little standard Redstone Block. I want to call you dropper, hopper, or no, it's not, sticky piston. There we go. And redstone dust. So basically put in a delay so it doesn't just lock itself in a position. That's always annoying. I guess they're 1 tick delays, so I probably don't even need them to be... Oh, so yes, I do need them to be repeaters. Here's why. Because do it like that, repeaters, they will push the source into the block. Can't do it with dust, because when it does a square, it's annoying. And I'm trying to make this short, like a compact space, so I'll do a repeater, like so. But when you do it with just 1 tick, voila, it leaves the redstone there. That's why with sticky pistons, we try to do it with a 2 tick delay like that one down there. Not sure why I'm even using this one, but here goes nothing. So that's going to be on, do that, and now we got this. So if you wanted to slow it down, you could. That's probably why I had it on there. Oh, I had this just to see if like I could push a redstone block into a dropper and then that would cause it to move stuff around. What I've done in some of my testings is that you have to have like items a little split. So let's split you up and then see what happens. So you're always on. You get pushed, take you out, put you in, get pushed instantly. And then you never have a chance to come back out, which is peculiar, I would say. Because you get like a break, but I guess it's not a short enough break. You probably want like a repeater maybe? Let's test that. There, like so. Want here maybe? Flashlight. There. No. This. So Of course. And then like so. Probably be like over here. Like that. Oh, that's cool. Keep forgetting. And I've placed a bunch of these. You'd think I would remember at some point. Need 2 dust because this one will always be on. This is the one that varies. Do that. And like that. Let's do the survival one. I'll use some of that, but I like... Okay. So who is going to be sacrificed? Probably the signs. Do an axe. Inventory, no. Inventory. Delay you. What happens? Nothing. And then, excuse me, it comes on. Do you get pushed back out? No. Interesting. Still in there. No. Okay, now you're flashing. So yeah, I guess if I wanted to, I could just directly have a block like this pushing into there. It's kind of a long ways to go just to get that. How much wall space would you need? Has to be like an easier method, you think, right? Anyways, I mean, you could just do an observer block into observer block. So, you know, the making out observer blocks, and then you get this. He's going to pulse 1, 1, 1, 1, like all the time. So it's predictable. I don't know if predictable blinking is annoying or scary. So these I kind of did with random, try to make them a bit more random. So I did different amounts of randomness. So this 2 plus 1 and then like 1 plus 1. So this is from an item that is stackable up to 64. So I did poppies and then an axe. And then I just kind of doubled as I went along. So 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. Just to see if there's something a bit more obvious. You get randomization, obviously. And with this, however, you have a greater chance of it being off for longer intervals. So my cutoff was kind of like 4 or 5, like 1, 2, 3. Not full 1001, 1002 seconds, but just like quick ticks. Because when it's just a long pulse off or a long pulse on, and you're going to be like walking by quickly, you might not even notice that the lights are flashing. But if it's a quicker thing, like when you're walking by, it's flashing. So 2 long intervals, it's not going to work out for like a spooky haunted house or abandoned building. And then I wondered, well, in this game we have stacks of 64 and 16. So what if we did something that stacks in 16s, like a snowball or an Enderman pearl? So did something similar here, on 116 to halfway, and then here I just kind of was wondering, well, what if you did a mixture of the two, and then, or if you change the number of non-stackable items. So I have just a 1-to-1 ratio again. And here we have, so 64 and a 16 stack. And then, so I like those because they're just kind of short. I don't want a long period of always on or always off. And it does show in, you can mix it up even further. So I just kept it simple, but you can keep it, like, you have a lot of things that you can do. So if you wanted an increased chance of items being swapped out, you can have like multiple items, multiple single stack items, multiple 16 stack items. Like we saw a shulker box in there, and that doesn't stack. So you have a chance of more on each time, but then you can diminish it, so you can do like fractions. So you can have like a 1/9 chance if you just have a bunch of different items, or you can have like a 8/9 of a chance of it being on, which is going to allow for a very long duration of a light. So less random off periods essentially. So here is where it's like 2/3 of the objects are single stack items or non-stackable items. So because of that, you're going to have lots of on period. I also did one where you could get up to like half. And then I also found out you can get items close to like 64 and 32. So let me see if I can show you one of those. Or maybe I can just create it quickly for you. Might be a little easier. Ooh, not the button I wanted to push. Arm. No, don't need that. That's what I need, but I don't need you there. I need you like so. And then we'll do, oh wait, you have to face that way. And then it's probably easier to do it. But anyways, so we have that. Probably shouldn't have done that because that's just going to get in the way. And then like so. Again, wrong way. Come on. Like, I've done a lot of these. You'd think I'd know which way I need to get these to face. So, like so. And, yep. And then, let's see, what do I want in here? Let's try to clean up. Let's do some inventory management here. Wow. Go away. No? No. Okay. Let's get the non-stackable item. Let's get the stackable items. I like these. So we'll do stackable item here. And miscellaneous. I like these guys. So let's do that. So if you put all of them in, like, so you probably saw that with just the 64. You get a full, like, a full signal strength, like enough to light the light. And then you add this, and then you add that. So no sticky keys. I am not having issues. I appreciate, come on now. No sticky keys. I appreciate the intervention, but that is not what I needed you to do at that time and place. So obviously, a full stack of either 64 or 16 is going to cause the same thing as just a non-stackable item. And this makes it a bit interesting because you can take out like just one pearl or just one poppy, and you have a very high chance of putting it back in to this dropper and then thus lighting that. Out of curiosity, come on, survival. What is the signal strength that we are getting? Why do you turn off? Oh, right. Because it doesn't line up. I don't understand why that's a thing. That seems stupid. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huh. It's very interesting. So obviously enough strength for signal for 6. Why is that, you wonder? Or I wonder at least. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, maybe that's how it recognizes it. So this counts as a 16, this counts as 16, this is 4 16s. So I guess that's something else to consider when you're doing redstone and droppers, is if you have that number of items, so every 16 or equivalent therein, you get 1 pulse, or 2 signal lengths, because that's like when a sword is there, it's 16, it's 2. Did not know. Oh well. So yeah, there's that. And then what's interesting as well, like, you see all those items are in there, and you hook it up to the little feeder and the line and the energy, and it's great, but if you put them in one of these hoppers, they won't move out. So let's just break you again. And okay, so what I need is like a so. So I'm going to put all of them in here, here, and here. Now let's see, because usually when I was doing all these other ones, I put them in the wrong hopper. I had to like manually move them. So you see, it's not coming on. So we'll access the inventory, nothing. Access the inventory, they're not moving. But I take you out, put it in over here, and then it starts moving. It's amazing. I don't understand why that is the way it is. If you know why it is, feel free to leave it in the comment section. But yeah, so if you notice here, it's just moving over one item at a time. Now, let's see. Let's do like so. So I'll move. Let's break this first, because that's going to be a problem. So 4 here, 4 there, 4 here, 4 there. So now they're equal with the ender pearls, and ooh, I'm missing one, right? And now we're going to make them even with the poppies, if you will be so kind. Thank you. So I'll do 1 there. I'm not hitting shift, because when I hit shift, they tend to just all go together. Ooh, well, let's just make a design, I guess. And then I'll put you back in the circuit, and we will observe. So now we're seeing this being mostly on. So if you watch the Hermitcraft series, you might remember CodeFan's second quest, and it was with the slime balls and slime blocks, and it's kind of, I guess, the same principle of like you have 2 droppers facing into each other and a comparator. So here you can tell that there's more ender pearls on this side than on this side, which would mean you're going to get a pulse, because I guess that's how a comparator works, maybe. Obviously it's redstone science, but in the words of a wonderful YouTuber, Attention peeps, I am going to attempt redstone science. Or sometimes you would say redstone magic. It's magic. But yeah, so that is a thing. So if that's useful to you, great. If not, I am sorry for wasting your time with that. So I could obviously move these back. Let's just do it. And then put these in here. Now that it's no longer close to full, you're going to get more of an off time than an on time. So you can just move that around. So you have a lot of options with droppers and becoming like randomizers to go random on ticks. You could probably create a nice scientific grid. I wouldn't be surprised if Exuma did myth busting with dropper. No, do you call these clocks? I don't know. But so I was watching Impulse's video and he was doing this with a super chunk where he had like a piston and a block and redstone and like carrying a signal. So I tried to recreate it from memory. I didn't do it exactly, but it seemed interesting. So I got some interesting results. So you put like a bright signal here. I use a torch, and then you have a full block. It will make that block kind of act like a redstone block essentially and give that a signal. That signal does not light up that dust. What happens is that redstone lamp is not redstone lamp, redstone torch is powering that block. That block is powering that dust into that repeater, into that block, which is then inverting that torch, which then affects that dust. So it's on, block retracted, torch on, dust on. And then I kind of wanted to see if there was a way to get that on dust to light that. But that is not the case, as you can see there. So what you can do, however, is when that's on, that will be on, and then that will power off that torch. And then I was wondering, what if you did like a multiple-sided block with like, so I did 2 torches just to kind of keep it simple for myself. And it was a little weird. That will obviously light that when it turns on. But if you put like a repeater and some dust up there, or if you just do a bunch of dust, it will do this weird burnout scenario. So again, just interesting redstone science for someone out there. If you don't put any like redstone right there, and you do a torch, you won't get that. But the torch can light an adjacent block here. I wonder, can it, come on, yeah, there, what happens? Well, I guess it's kind of moved because it's going to light that. And what happens then if I break that? It's on. It's not pulsing, but it does light that, which I guess you'd expect. And remember, there's a torch underneath the block, it's going to cause that. So you don't need that piece of dust to carry a signal down, because it's going to cause that. Oh, that's unfortunate. And then if you have dust here, you can't put a redstone torch. So my question was like, is that block getting lit up or powered? And that doesn't appear to be the case. So just for question's sake, let's do that. On and off, on and off. So, yeah. Anyways, sorry, I get really quiet when I'm trying to like form hypotheses and just study redstone, because to me it doesn't seem like incredibly logical. But I mean, there has to be logic because this is a computer program breaking the fourth wall. I know, but yeah. So this is a computer program, so there's like just if-then statements. So there has to be logic to it. I'm just trying to figure out that logic and wrap my head around it. So yes, if you take a redstone signal, you can step it down like so. You can also split your redstone signal, which I thought was interesting. You have to do a slab, and which one's powering you? Let's see. I assume it's that. But is there a way to test to see? I'm pretty sure like that shouldn't power that up there, because when we do something similar, yeah, because that dust isn't powering that dust up there. So why would it power a slab right there? But yeah, so you can split a signal off of a staircase like that, which could be incredibly helpful. And I might actually be able to apply to my door design, and then I might be able to apply this to the door design as well. And same thing with this torch burnout, because you have to have, like I said before, like a 1, 3, 3, 2 pulse going to get the sticky pistons to pull up the blocks that they need to pull, which I think is moronic and stupid, but it is what it is. C'est la vie. But yeah, I've just been watching like YouTube videos or Netflix in the background while I've been doing this, because it's a little tedious, so I just like to have some background noise. I guess I could listen to records, but like I enjoy music a lot and I tend to get distracted, but yeah. Anyways, it has been fun talking with you guys. I hope you're having a little bit of fun and some education while you watch this videos. If not, I will try to make them shorter. Anywho, I hope you have a great day, and I plan on talking with you soon. Bye.